universally make the New Year's resolution that we want to look better. We want to take better care of ourselves. We want to maybe get thinner or drop some weight. And every woman out there is desperate to have smoother skin, especially on our tough parts, in the year to come. Everybody's going to want to listen up today because we are tackling probably women's biggest body problem or nightmare, cellulite. We hate you. So here to show us how to battle those body dimples in 2014 is our good friend, Dr. Yoon. Hey, Dr. Yoon, how's it going?
Good, thank you.
First of all, we've done segments on this before, but let's just clarify and remind everybody, it has nothing to do with fat or thin, tall, short, young, old. Anybody, even men, can get cellulite, yes?
Yes, 90% of people have cellulite. 90% of women have cellulite. Men, a little bit less, but it just depends on where we put our fat. And so cellulite typically occurs in the buttocks and in the thighs, and usually it's a combination of kind of loose and damaged skin with fat pockets that can get swollen. Now, it doesn't even have to be bigger fat pockets. It can be small fat pockets, but when those fat pockets swell, then it creates that dimpling and the unevenness of cellulite.
But a very thin person can have very dimpled appearance to their leg.
Exactly, and we've got a model here that can show exactly how it works. So the top here signifies our skin, and in general our skin should be nice and tight, and the fat underneath it can be either kind of compact or it can actually swell. It can fill up with toxins, and this orange signifies basically fat, and when the fat swells up underneath the skin, you can get that
the fat cell itself gets bloated with toxin.
Exactly, fluid and toxins, yep.
So the pockets in between the swollen fat cells are what causes the dimpling effect.
And the connective tissue.
Gotcha. Okay, so now we're going to move along and work with a couple of our viewers who struggle with cellulite, as probably 99.9% of the women in this room. I say this because this beautiful girl is Victoria, and she's going to allow us to try a cream that says it can help with cellulite and allow us to compare it on her. So she wore shorts here. Are you self-conscious when you go out in the summer when you go out in shorts?
Yeah, definitely. I actually just got married in July, so that was...
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. So that's mainly the kicker for this.
Is you really want to feel better about this because you're newly married, and a newlywed wants to be able to vacation with her husband, wear short shorts, and look your best, right?
Who doesn't want to wear short shorts?
Right.
Really, Dr. Yoon?
Well, maybe not.
So now what are we talking about here?
So this is the Adonia Leg Tone Serum, and basically this is a cream that the studies show that the company has done. It decreases cellulite almost 50% 9 minutes after you apply it.
Wow. Well, 13 altogether, right? Because we had to do the 4-minute application.
Exactly. So you apply it, then you wait 4 minutes, apply it again, then we wait 9 minutes to see the results.
So 13 minutes total. In less than a quarter hour, you could potentially improve the appearance of the cellulite by up to 50%. That's pretty huge.
Yes.
So we wanted to see that. All right. Calm it on down, because we weren't part of that study. We don't know if it even works yet. So we applied this 4 minutes ago. Now we're going to wait another 9, and we're only doing one leg just so we can see the comparison, okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so how does this product claim to work?
So basically it combines plant stem cells with 23 organic Greek botanicals. And what does that mean? Well, basically, cellulite creams work by moisturizing the skin, okay? By moisturizing the skin, it can firm the skin. Exactly. But also, good cellulite creams will bring in new circulation, will increase circulation to the area. New circulation helps to bring out and filter out the toxins, the extra fluid that's in the fat.
It helps the fat cells shrink down.
Temporarily shrinks down, exactly.
Temporarily, that was my next question.
Yes.
How long do results last with something like this cream?
Well, this cream is interesting because they also did another study that found that after 6 weeks, the cellulite was reduced by approximately 72%.
That's great. Now, let me just point out, if you're going to be using a cream with 2 applications every day for 6 weeks, you could need a lot of cream. How much does this product cost?
A 3-month supply costs about $79.
Not bad at all.
And you can buy it online. So
That's
they have
fantastic.
a website. Yeah, so the Adonia Leg Tone Serum. And we'll see how it goes in about 9 minutes.
3-month supply for under $100. That's great. That's less than a few cents a day.
And after 6 weeks, 72% reduction in appearance of cellulite. Worth a try.
Thanks for doing this. I'm really excited. How about you?
Yes, very excited.
I hope it works. I hope it works. Okay, so moving along, we have Katie. Hi, Katie. Thank you for doing this. Again, we have the greatest viewers in the world to allow us use them kind of as our little lab creatures here,
Exactly.
quite frankly, so we can all learn. All right, so, by the way, I don't even see cellulite on you. You look terrific. But what are we going to be doing here?
So this is the newest generation of cellulite treatments. It's the Body FX. So what this does is it smooths the cellulite. Results last up to 6 months, sometimes longer, and it also reduces fat. So it shrinks the fat, and it tightens up the skin. So we're going to do just a few pulses here. And you
Wait,
can see.
let's hear the bad news first. How much does this cost?
The bad news is it does cost about $2,500 for 6 treatments.
Ouch.
You do 1 treatment a week for 6 weeks, and then you look at maintenance maybe once every 3 months or so, 3 to 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Big cost difference between the 3 months of cream for $75 and the $25, but this lasts 6 months.
And studies show that you lose about an inch the circumference of your thigh on each side after about the 6 weeks. And once again, it also tightens up. So who doesn't want to be smaller, smoother, and tighter? Smaller, smoother, and tighter? All right. So you're going to feel...
So we will not see results today with this, unfortunately.
No, because you need to do multiple treatments.
But Katie can confirm, is it painless?
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on your skin here, Katie, okay? And you're going to feel a little suction. Kind of tickles a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So what is that doing?
So what it does basically is it has a vacuum in it, and the vacuum helps to suck up the skin, and that helps to stretch out those connective tissue fibers that create the dimpling.
Right.
But it also has radio frequency, and radio frequency actually creates heat in the deep skin to tighten it up, so that's where you get the tightening.
Right.
And it actually affects and damages the underlying fat cells. It causes the fat cells to open up and regurgitate their fatty contents to actually shrink the fat cells down. Then the studies do show you lose inches from it, you tighten up, and the cellulite's better.
I think that's the big one for me, is that you actually lose circumference.
Yep.
The fat goes away.
Yep.
Katie, was that literally painless?
Yes, it was. I didn't feel anything. It's a little tingling.
Isn't that exciting?
Yes, it's wonderful.
Oh my God. Will you finish your leg later?
Yeah, we can take
both of them?
Yeah,
Please?
sure, why not?
I got you all hooked up there, Katie. All right, now, we're still cooking on table 1 over there.
Exactly.
Right?
So we're going to get to that
in 9 minutes. So let's talk about foods that maybe might be affecting the cellulite in a negative way.
Well, it depends on how they actually react with your skin and the underlying fats. Remember, cellulite is due to loose skin and the fat pockets underneath. So certain foods will actually cause your skin to be healthier and tighter, and they'll cause your fat to be more compact. Other foods do the opposite. They damage our skin, actually, in more of a molecular level, and they cause our fat to swell.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay.
So let's actually start with the salmon here. Okay, so oily fish, as I'm sure you know, chock full of omega-3 fatty acids.
So good for us. And the doctors are always telling us, eat more fish, eat more fish.
So omega-3 fatty acids, what they do is they are protectors to our skin. They moisturize our skin, they smooth it out, and they protect it. We usually recommend 2 to 3 servings of oily fish a week, and it just helps to provide that protective kind of coating to our skin.
You are what you eat.
Yes. Green tea.
Drink it all day long. I love it.
Good. Now, green tea, of all the drinks, is probably the most powerful antioxidant drink that there is, bar none. And it's because it's filled with catechins. And catechins are really powerful antioxidants that are actually, studies show, 100 times more powerful than vitamin C.
Wow.
So if you have antioxidants in green tea where it's so powerful, you can actually improve your cellulite, reduce it.
That's fabulous.
And we usually recommend about 2 to 3 cups per day, which is, for some people, a good amount of caffeine for some people. Yeah. So make sure you don't drink it at night so much if you want to sleep.
Another one of my favorite things on the planet Earth, tomatoes. Tomatoes.
So if green tea is the most powerful antioxidant drink, tomatoes are probably the most powerful antioxidant food. It's filled with lycopene, and lycopene, one of the most powerful antioxidants. Great thing about it is, interestingly enough, if you actually have cooked tomatoes, your body will absorb the antioxidants better than raw tomatoes.
I eat them raw, cooked, any way you give them to me.
So some foods can actually contribute to making our cellulite worse, and white carbs are one of them. So white rice, basically white carbs, basically the fiber and the nutrients are taken out of it, and what they do is our body will actually digest it very quickly, and it results in spikes in our sugar. And chronic spikes in our sugar causes inflammation. Inflammation can actually attack the collagen in our skin and make our skin age and look looser. So that's why white carbs, white rice, white bread, that can actually be detrimental to our cellulite.
So if you love white toast or grilled cheese or white rice, if you go for, your takeout order or something, Eat it in moderation and maybe try and work in some more whole grains.
Exactly. You know, eat it with a salad, and then you can slow the digestion down.
Ah, good one too. Eat it with a lot of salad, slows the digestion.
Exactly.
Great.
Now, there was a study that showed that people who eat butter a lot, their skin's worse than people who eat less of it, and it's because of the saturated fats. Saturated fats also increase the inflammation in our body. Same idea. It can damage our cells, our collagen in our body, and it can actually make our skin looser, more aged, worsen our cellulite. And then there's salt, you know, salt that we get in potato chips and other types of things. If you eat a lot of salt, what happens? Our body,
sadly, this is my downfall.
And our body then, it retains water. And what happens with the water? It causes our fat cells to expand, kind of like in our model where we had the orange, expect that to be bigger, and it makes our cellulite worse.
Yeah, much worse.
So drinking a lot of water and staying away from the salt can improve it.
A lot of water, and I love the green tea idea too.
Yes.
Yeah, great.
Now, it's been about 9 minutes. Let's go back and see how she did.
Victoria, we didn't forget about you, sweet girl.
Okay.
All right, are you ready to stand up for us, honey?
Sure.
So we're going to have you just stand up, and we'll have you face Rachel over here, this direction.
And then I think we're going to put this up on the monitor so everybody can see the results here, and we'll see how she's done.
Yeah, so now this has only been on just for, 9 minutes.
Well, 13, because we did it before first.
Exactly. So you're going to see, a modest improvement here, but what you're going to find is as time goes on...
Right?
Exactly, the left.
In the monitor.
Yep.
It really is very different. Do you want to look?
Yeah.
Look how different that is.
That's crazy.
Seriously, look how...
Yeah.
And this is a
now,
nice improvement.
I was not here for rehearsal for this or anything. I have to say, I am extremely impressed. That is one application. It is not 6 weeks.
Yeah. And what you do is in the morning...
And it is a huge difference.
At night, 6 weeks, 72% reduction in your cellulite.
Wow.
I am really impressed with it. Are you impressed with that?
Yeah, I really am.
Back around. I feel silly talking to the back of your head.
Thank you.
I think that's fantastic. We'll put up all the information that Dr. Yoon has shared with us today up on our website. Thank you so much to our good friend, Dr. Yoon, and to our brave viewers.
Thank you so much.
So, again, all of that product info up on the website. Grab one of those 3 things you're supposed to be eating for your cellulite, and we'll be right back.